Hi everyone, today's June 28th, 2021. I wanted to give folks kind of a virtual site visit of Union Park. This is in the Taylor River Basin. We've been having some preliminary discussions about the idea of thinking about opportunities for watershed function SFA research activities in this area tied to active land management, both commercial timber sales, mechanical harvesting, beaver reintroductions, and prescribed fire. It's really an interesting place here, very different soils than we're used to. In fact, in many ways, they remind me a lot of the Sierra Nevadas in that you're basically looking at grus, highly weathered crystalline rocks. These are all Precambrian granites and gneisses here. What I want to draw your attention to, really very, very dense, for now, very healthy conifer stands, almost entirely composed of lodgepole pine. You're looking at a ridge line, and again, this Union Park is a defined basin. So basically, it's a closed bowl with one outflow point for water. But it's this ridge line we're looking at here that I'm panning back and forth across that is designated for a large, and when I mean large, a truly stand replacing wildfire. And so the thought is that we may have opportunities to think about data gathering activities. Again, there's a single outflow for water from this system for both water quantity and water quality in the years prior to any planned land management and again the fires. Those are tentatively planned now, give or take a year, for 2026. Our field team that you can see down in this riparian zone, this is a designated wetland environment, a variety of fins that we were examining before. Basically, these riparian corridors, at least at this elevation, not a lot of free-running surface water, but as you move further down in elevation, there is an active creek. It's called Lotus Creek that discharges through that single outflow point I mentioned. In the distance, that's Fairview Peak. It's over 13,000 feet. You can still see there's some residual snowpack there. I think it drives a lot of hydrology in this region. Another important sort of data control point, you're looking at Park Cone. There's a snowtail site associated with that. It's not at the peak. It's down at the foot behind the region that you can see here. Rosemary tells me it's a good station, but more and more it's finding itself high and dry in the spring. That outflow point that I was discussing is roughly in that direction behind this central feature here. Again, this is all highly, highly weathered grissy type granitic materials, so going to be very, very different in terms of some of the infiltration permeabilities that we've been looking at in the shales. So a really fascinating place to work. It's almost all under National Forest control. We're working actively with the Forest Service. Members of the Forest Service are down there in our field team, and looks like it could be a pretty interesting place to consider work. I'll update folks with some other site visits throughout the day.